What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to provide a more of a shocking update of what's going on after President Trump demanded $2,000 stimulus checks and Congress get back to work and provide a suitable COVID relief package. Now, about a week and a half ago, we learned that Congress was very close to a stimulus deal for roughly $900 billion. But we didn't know what was in it, and neither did the lawmakers. Then about a week ago, Mitch McConnell and Republicans came out and demanded $600 stimulus checks be included in that stimulus package or COVID relief package. But again, nobody knew the details of the bill. Then on Sunday, Congress finalized the deal, and on Monday it passed through both the House and the Senate. But again, lawmakers didn't really know what was in the bill until yesterday, when President Trump got word of what was in the bill. He has the bill, it's sitting on his desk, but as of right now, he will not sign it. These were the reports earlier yesterday afternoon. And then President Trump released a video demanding that Congress do better. In this $1.4 trillion stimulus, or in this $1.4 trillion government funding bill and $900 billion COVID relief package, when President Trump learned what was in this led to President Trump creating a video in the White House that was closed to all reporters. Nobody knew what was being said, and he pretty much called out the package as being a disgrace. He went on to say in this video, you can go and watch the video, just go to President Trump's Twitter feed and you'll see the video. It's out everywhere. He says, and I quote, "I'm asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000 or $4,000 per couple. I'm also asking Congress to immediately get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary items in this legislation or to send me a suitable bill." That's what he said. He also added, a few months ago, Congress started negotiations on a new package to get urgently needed help to the American people. It's taken forever. However, the bill they are now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated. It really is a disgrace. Now, right after President Trump put out this video, about 15 minutes later, Nancy Pelosi got right to it, and she posted her own tweet. And her tweet said this: Republicans repeatedly refused to say what amount the president wanted for direct checks. At last, the president has agreed to $2,000. Democrats are ready to bring this to the floor this week by unanimous consent. Let's do it. Okay, Nancy Pelosi's on board. Well, what about Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, the other leader for the Democrats? Well, he says through a tweet as well, "We spent months trying to secure $2,000 checks, but Republicans blocked it. Trump needs to sign the bill to help people and keep the government open, and we're glad to pass more aid Americans need. Maybe Trump can finally make himself useful and get Republicans not to block it again." Okay, so we heard from him as well. We also heard from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She posted a tweet just a little bit after this, saying that she and Rashida Tlaib already co-wrote the COVID amendment for $2,000 checks. She stated they can pass $2,000 checks this week. So, right now, everybody's on board with the $2,000 stimulus checks. That's great. That's perfect for the American people. Yeah, it should be more. But again, it always should be more. But we cannot argue over a $2,000 check when right now the deal that's on the table is $600. $600. We know $600 is not going to go very far. But we also know the likelihood of a $2,000 stimulus check passing right now is really up in the air. We don't know for sure. A couple weeks ago, I would have said a $2,000 stimulus check, that's never going to happen. Nobody's going to ask for, especially a Republican, nobody is going to demand a $2,000 stimulus check. Well, I stand corrected. President Trump asked for a $2,000 stimulus check. So when the president asks for something, the Republican Party should kind of do what he wants. should kind of push for something a little bit better, a little more. That's what we know. So here's where we stand with what is happening right now. First, Congress is poised to shut down on Tuesday morning, December 29th, if the omnibus bill is not worked out or there is not another stopgap bill signed to keep the government funded. We also know President Trump doesn't like many of the provisions that are inside the omnibus bill. The only thing he mentioned and referred to that was in the COVID relief package or the stimulus package was a $600 stimulus check to the American people. That's all he referred to. Everything else in his video was talking about the omnibus bill, which the stuff that he mentioned is stuff that has previously passed, that the government has been providing these other countries for years. So it's nothing new. It's just maybe President Trump's mindset has shifted a little bit due to the fact that, he's not looking like he's going to be the president for the next 4 years. But some of the things that he didn't like in the omnibus bill, for instance, are $1.3 billion going to Egypt, $700 billion going to Sudan, $453 billion going to Ukraine, and $500 billion going to Israel. Those are just some of the things. There's more. These are just some of the things that President Trump wants taken out of this omnibus bill in order to get it passed. So there's still work to be done there. But all the things that I just read you from Nancy Pelosi, from Chuck Schumer, and AOC, they only address the $2,000 stimulus check. Why is that? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. This is something that we're going to be keeping a very close eye on over the next few days, though. But on top of the omnibus bill, President Trump is demanding $2,000 stimulus checks go to the American people who, to no fault of their own, had to suffer for over 8 months. Over 8 months. Because Congress wouldn't get their act together and provide some type of relief. Whether this was President Trump's fault, I don't know. Whether this was Nancy Pelosi's doing and holding up negotiations, possibly, but I don't know. Was it Mitch McConnell? Again, possibly, but I don't know. Nobody knows who really was at fault because nobody's really said. Nancy Pelosi said what her intentions were, which pretty much means she was at fault, but she wasn't at fault to begin with. That was Mitch McConnell. And then it was Nancy Pelosi. And then it was Mitch McConnell. And then it was Nancy Pelosi again. And now it's Mitch McConnell. And now it's President Trump. So, where do we go at this point? How do we move forward? Here's what I can tell you. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said it best. Trump needs to sign the bill, and we're glad to pass more aid Americans need. Honestly, if President Trump signs this bill, I highly doubt we see an additional stimulus package until most likely Joe Biden takes office. And even at that point, who knows when we'll see it. That's if he signs this. Now, I'm all for him to sign this, not because I want money to go to other countries, not because I think $2,000 is just too much. I want him to sign this because the American people cannot wait for a renegotiation. The American people cannot have and live without unemployment benefits for weeks, possibly months. We cannot, live with the possibilities that millions of people are going to get evicted in about a week. It's not a way to live. We need something to stabilize the economy, stabilize the American families, working families, and get the economy back to where it once was. Now, the American people need more than $600. I think we all agree there. Now, if this happens and we get $2,000 stimulus checks, great. If not, we need something now. That's the key, is it has to happen now. The American people need more than just the $600 that has passed. So what the House is expected to do tomorrow, this is what we know according to CNN, Bloomberg, and the Washington Post. The House tomorrow is expected to hopefully fix this. The House will try to pass a bill tomorrow to increase direct payments by unanimous consent to the American people. They will fix it. As AOC already said, she's already amended the bill. It's ready to go. We can pass this week. Nancy Pelosi reiterated the exact same thing. So tomorrow, on Thursday, that is what they're going to do. But it only takes one member of the House to scuttle the entire effort. Which means if one member does not agree, the whole thing just goes down. And as to what happens then, I don't know. Nobody knows. Because this is new territory. This is absolutely new territory. We don't know what's going to happen. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And the president is saying that bill is not good enough. But that bill that's not good enough was also put together by people from his party. So how is this bill not good enough? Why is it that your party put this together and you do not agree? I'm not saying it's on President Trump, because I believe we need more than $600. But why are Mitch McConnell and Republicans cheering and saying, yes, we did it. We got this passed. Breaking news. When President Trump's out there like, no, I don't like it. This isn't going to work. This is a disgrace. We need to kick it back. You need to try again. So, we also know, according to multiple sources that came out today, that President Trump's veto threat is not going to prompt a renegotiation of this bill. It's just not. They say there's no time. And it also passed with big veto-proof majorities in both houses. So they're not going to renegotiate this. So what I can tell you right now is we are in the wait and see phase. That's not a good phase to be in. We were there in June. We were there in July. We were there in August. I can tell you right now, what happened in June, July, and August? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Nothing happened. Mitch McConnell said, we're going to wait and see. Okay. We waited and we saw what happened in June. And all economists, all experts, all health experts as well came out and said, it's going to get worse. We need to provide something soon. Mitch McConnell said, let's wait and see. Let's see what the July jobs report says when it comes out in August. Well, we waited and we saw it got a little bit better. But at the same time, the numbers that were being shown to the American people were not the full numbers. And so now we're starting to see what's really happening. It's not good. What we know is we must wait and see how Mitch McConnell responds to this news. As of right now, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to respond to it today. I think right now he's a little taken back by it. But again, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. We must wait and see if President Trump has a change of heart. I doubt he will. Some of the reports right now are saying that some of his aides are trying to get a grasp on what he's doing, because nobody really understands. So we have to wait and see there. We also must wait and see if President Trump will demand a major change in this Corona bus bill, this omnibus and stimulus package combined, or will he accept a partial change to this bill? For example, just amending the $600 to $2,000 per person. This, however, might not come soon enough for the American people to truly get the help that they need. What I can tell you is that we need answers today and tomorrow. The answers we need today need to come from President Trump and Mitch McConnell. Nothing that Nancy Pelosi does, nothing that Joe Biden says, nothing that Chuck Schumer says even matters. Two people, President Trump and Mitch McConnell. And then tomorrow, the answers that we need will come from Nancy Pelosi and the House. Will we get this bill passed by unanimous consent? At this point, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Out of all the members in the House, and it only takes one to scuttle the effort, I highly doubt this thing gets passed without one person objecting. So what I can tell you is that we will get answers, and hopefully we'll have answers this week. But anything past this week will most likely delay stimulus one additional week. Not because we have to wait an additional week to get answers. We got to wait about 5 days. But the reason we're going to have to wait an additional week is because, well, we got New Year's. We know they're going to take a little bit of a new break there, right? We know we have the new Congress coming in. There could be a little bit of a break there. And if we are in the waiting period between January 1st and January 5th, chances are Democrats will say, why pass something now? We already are in kind of limbo. We already are at the last hour. Might as well just wait till January 6th, 7th, and 8th and possibly pass something then when possibly Democrats hold the majority in the Senate. So this is the story as of right now, but we are constantly getting more updates on all this stuff. So I promise I will keep you updated as I get more information. This is all going to be extremely important to keep a very close eye on. So I promise I'm going to do that. So just want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe so I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.